Roleplay Retcon does not own any part of the movies we retcon, nor are we associated in any way with the artists who make them. Also, while we're not the rowdiest bunch, we are adults goofing off, so sometimes we might say some things some people wouldn't want their kids to hear.
This episode features music by Jonathan Coulton, spelled Coulton. Find him on whatever platform you listen to music or at jonathancoulton.com.
They gave me a test to make me the best that I could be. They knew all along that there was something wrong with me. We picked out a spot and made a hole. Wire and glass and stainless steel. Now I can imagine how I feel. Got a new heart, I got a new heart, I got a new heart, I got a new artificial heart. It's not a real heart, it's not a real heart, it's not a real heart, it is a real artificial heart.
Welcome to Roleplay Retcon, the podcast that remakes the movies that let you down. I'm Ben, and my friends Jency and Alex and I make up the core cast of Roleplay Retcon. And our guest for this episode is Jess from Wannabe Games.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Jess.
Hi,
How
Jess.
you doing?
I'm doing good.
Jess, tell everyone about you, and especially about Wannabe Games.
Yeah, I'm Jess. I use she or they pronouns, and I am one half of Wannabe Games. I say that I'm the evil half, but my partner Alex says that he's the evil half, so we'll have to fight about that.
I mean, another Alex. He has to be evil.
All right. Do you have a mustache
I'm
or
the
not,
good
though?
one.
This is the question. Whoever has the mustache...
I
He
don't.
actually has a
Bravo.
beard and not a mustache.
That's right.
I feel like that's not very evil.
Yeah.
I got the old Abe Lincoln
Yeah.
going on.
It's so funny that you said Abe Lincoln, but you don't know why.
I make tabletop role-playing games. I make tabletop role-playing games under the banner of Wannabe Games, and we got our start making mini games live on Twitch because we wanted to try out some creative writing exercises and teamwork exercises because Alex is my husband now, and we were making a company together. So we needed to figure out how we were going to be doing that and learning how to make games for the first time as well at the same time. And it was really fun. And I'm very excited to be playing today, especially. I don't know if you're going to talk about it later. But this is one of the games that I made so long ago.
Yeah. When we first started doing this podcast, like years ago, Jess and Alex, they do those weekly game jams where they make these one-page RPGs from scratch over a live stream. And they asked us for 3 movies from our list, and they'd pick one and make a game off it, like, for us. And I told them Small Soldiers and 2 other movies that I don't remember. And they made the game where I think one of them was Mario Brothers.
Okay.
The game, they made the game we're going to play today, Some Assembly Required. And we're going to use it to remake the movie Small Soldiers.
Boo.
I wish I'd put some information about Small Soldiers in my notes here. I don't remember.
It's a great movie, and everyone should watch it because it's awesome.
Is it awesome? I mean, come on, Alex. You say that
It's
about all of it. It's not awesome.
It's got little action figure guys that come to life and beat up on each other with like real blades and
You
and
said
stuff.
specifically that stressed you out real bad when you were a kid.
Listen,
Well,
me
yeah,
too.
obviously.
When I was a kid, this movie terrified me. I hated it. I was like, it's so gross and scary.
I thought it
It
was
was
really
still
gross.
cool, though.
Yeah.
So gross.
I also did.
Honest.
Had Archer, leader of
If
the
you watch it
Vulcanites.
today, the animatronics and even the CGI do hold up pretty good. But otherwise, no, I'm sorry. It's kind of poopy. That being said, it actually, like, metrics-wise, Rotten Tomatoes-wise, and money-wise, it actually probably doesn't quite meet our current standards for things. But that's okay. We got a game made for us, and it only took us 4 years to play it.
It does. It's a 49%.
It's just barely under it. That's what I'm saying. We like to do it in the teens.
When you approached me about this and you said it was going to be civil assembly required, I was like, "Oh no, I haven't looked at this game."
And you've made some real deal stuff since then too.
Yeah, we have.
Do you want to talk about some of that right now?
Yeah, why not? We made Moonpunk, which is a game about punks fighting fascism and oppression on a dystopian moon, and it's really fun. I'm very proud of that game because it uses actual information from direct action promoters and activists, which is it's a method that you can make direct change in your community rather than just go vote is great and all, but that's not always going to be a great solution. So we thought, wouldn't it be good to give people the tools to fight for what they believe in their own communities? So Moonpunk became that. And we also have a game called The Means of Magic, which is coming out very soon. I am working on the layout for that as we speak. Well, not actually, but you know what I mean. And that is a game about...
You're like, I hope not.
Right now.
Right now, I am making it. Sorry, my brain is split. That's a game about the post-magic industrial revolution and is an allegory for climate change and how corporations affect climate change. So I'm very excited about those two. But we have a slate of free games as well. So Some Assembly Required is actually free. You can get it for free on itch or on DriveThruRPG. And you can find that at wannabegames.com.
Yeah.
I'm happy when I looked through it. I was like, it's not as bad as
it's good. Oh, thank goodness. They don't know it's bad.
We have a joke right on the game about how we didn't actually really play test this thing. There's a joke right there in the game's text. So we'll see.
Here we go. We'll just do that.
See how it holds up
years later.
We're gonna put it through its ringers right here.
I do feel a little bad, like you making these like two really awesome games, and I am using one of your old ones. But just as a little hint, I have plans for Moonpunk that these are secret plans that are in my brain.
Oh, wonderful.
So yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm proud of this one. It's like a silly little baby.
There are things about this that I already love, and we're gonna get into that. Let me kind of just run through the short version of this. It is a 1-page RPG. The core cast of Roleplay Retcon believes... Hi.
Yes.
We believe that all games with the GM should have a fun name for the GM. We have a long-standing tradition of coming up with our own if they don't do it. You don't have to do that this time, because I am called the owner in this game. I am the GM, I am the owner, and I'll be running it. If you're new to this sort of game, it's kind of like I'll be the supporting characters that aren't the players, and kind of being a judge on the things that happen outside their direct control. And they are all playing toys. Yeah. Each toy has 4 stats: durability, flexibility, fun, and cool. Durability is like how much plastic or just toy mass that you have. It's both your fighting strength and your HP, which is cool. So like if you lose HP, your like fighting strength will be diminished. Your flexibility is how many points of articulation you have. You roll it to defend against attacks and for ranged attacks and some other like obstacle stuff that we'll maybe get to. Fun determines how many accessories or features you have. It's kind of an open-ended thing that you can treat as either equipment or abilities. And cool is literally how cool your toy is. And it determines how well you can convince other toys to do things. And it could also come up in some human interactions as well. In this game that we're about to get into, in my world that I created. They also rolled a D6. This is a D6 game. They roll a regular 6-sided die. Don't do that in front of our guest, Alex.
I'm sorry, Jess. I hate D6s, and they hate me.
I rolled pretty so...
I'm not going to blame you, but you did make the game.
It is important to note that, like, they just rolled a D6 for each of those stats, too, and they just had to go with what it says, 1 through 6. So you get some, like, really wild stat, arrays here. So they also rolled a D6 to get a flaw from this table, and they actually all happen to roll different flaws, so I'm really happy about that.
Nice.
Checks that aren't in combat are done with a D6 roll. For most actions, you have to beat a 6, like almost everything. If it's a real difficult thing, I will roll a D6 and add that to the 6. Yeah. There's a little bit more to it, but those things we can explain as it comes up. The Heartland Toy Company was once a contender in the plastic wars of the 80s and 90s, rubbing shoulders with such giants as Hasbro and Mattel. But time took its toll, and Heartland became little more than a trademark until they were acquired by Globotech, one of the world's largest corporations with hands in many different industries. Globotech would like the public to concentrate less on some of these industries, so they plan to scrub their image by bringing back the halcyon days of Saturday morning cartoons and action figures. Heartland is using proprietary Globotech technology to create new smart toys, toys that play back. The first phase is a series of action figures and dolls, with artificial intelligence capabilities and autonomous mobility. The lead in this project, Janaya Roy, has taken it upon herself to collect some data by allowing her children, Ravi and Emma, to playtest the toys over a weekend. Janaya also brought home a Heartland Toys charging station, sold separately and catchy name pending, that allows the toys to charge and repair themselves. This charging station is the only way to repair or charge the toys. Conventional tools and power outlets will not work, because Globotech wants to control the market they hope to revitalize. There is also no way to manually charge or repair the toys. The toys must do it themselves. If a toy is damaged too much to use the charge station, or completely runs out of battery, it is broken forever. A toy can operate for about 6 hours total on a full charge. You are one of the toys that Janaya brought home.
Shapes on shapes, wasted time, pointless points along the line, and down straight on, you'll be fine, and down straight on, you'll be fine, and down straight on, you'll be fine.
Anybody see Scrooged with Bill Murray?
Yes.
You know that whole blurb at the beginning of that movie where it's like, acid rain, earthquakes. These are the things you'll experience if you miss out on Scrooge. Ben's whole vibe was giving me that.
Is that good? Is that a good thing?
Sure.
Okay.
It got me in the small soldiers mood, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the logo comes up and it's like there's like metal sparks and like light coming out the back of it and it's like
I just imagine like a volcano behind you with like lightning bolts. Yeah.
Okay. So it's time to play. This is the part where you're going to introduce their characters. You're in the playroom with Ravi and Emma. The playroom is where most of their toys and all of the smart toys are currently located. Why don't you guys tell us about your toys? Jess, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I'm Serpentina, and I rolled really well on my character. I'm very happy with this. Serpentina is definitely just Medusa, and the whole reason I decided to do this was, number one, I wanted a girl toy that was pretty in the Small Soldiers movie, and there wasn't one, so I didn't like it. So
y'all didn't like the American Girl dolls?
No.
No, those things were terrifying.
The Gwendy dolls?
Yeah, the Gwendy dolls. That's what they were.
No, they were terrifying, and
they were awful.
And I thought, well, the people were named like Gorgonites, right? Why that? And their planet was like Gorgon, and that's a Medusa. So I'm a snake lady. But you can't. Yeah, so my durability is a 4, my flexibility is also a 4, my cool and my fun are 5s, so...
Whoa.
Jesus.
Yeah, I roll, okay, I would have accepted a low roll, but I took all of the luck for this game, and I'm gonna roll like shit for the rest of the game, don't worry. So my flaw, though, is that I have a secret identity, so let me describe my two outfits. let me get into the dress up aspect of this game.
One just has shades.
So I have snakes for hair and a green scaly paint job, because like your paint job is part of your cool, right? And I have, I'm wearing a cloak over my snake hair right now to keep my secret identity hidden. And I wrote down I have a chainmail dress and a princess dress. I don't know which one I'm wearing right now. I think maybe the chainmail dress. But
Nice.
But my flaw is, like, for the first round of combat, I have to switch my outfit and can't do anything else. So I'm imagining it's like the cloak turns inside out and you have to put it back on the doll. I don't know if you're familiar with these kinds of dolls, but they were very popular with me. So on the other side, I have a princess dress and I put a crown on and I have a sword. Also, I have glowy eyes. So that's Serpentina. She's pretty. Oh, and her secret identity is Princess Gorgana.
Cute. I love it.
Alex, tell us about yours.
So my toy is a Godzilla-style knockoff kaiju named Deitysaurus Flex.
Yo.
He's got a durability of 4, a flexibility. I rolled a 2, but then became a 1 because my flaw is I'm missing a limb. So I only have a flexibility of 1. I have a cool of 4, and I have a fun of 6, which I chose for that. I'm like the coolest toy ever. I've got a voice box. I have real roar action. I have fire breath. I fire plastic darts from my mouth. I have tail whipping action. I have light up spines, and I have wind up stomp movement. Basically, I look like a really weird, like, buff Godzilla toy. He's wearing an A shirt.
Oh my god.
And he's got like a weightlifter's belt on, and he has one of those like do you know those weird elastic bands that people wear on their heads to keep their hair out of their eye and keep the sweat from dripping down their eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, those
Sweatband.
those aren't weird. Normal people wear those, but go ahead.
Sure. He's got a sweatband on.
I did not imagine that until this moment. That's
Godzilla with a sweatband.
the best thing. The other thing is like you don't have much flexibility, like, at all, and so like I'm imagining like it's just like really big what you just described, and he's like kind of just like having to like shift his whole body to move, and like has like no.
Oh yeah,
it's like he's just
he has the teeter to like pick things up and stuff.
All right, Cincy, what you got?
Yeah. Yes. So I also kind of approached this as the same direction that Jess did. I wanted a cute girl toy. So I chose a Hello Kitty knockoff. Her name is My Little Kitty. I actually stole that from something that Alex said accidentally. And she has a durability of 2, so she's not a fighter. She's not a fighter. But she does have a flexibility of 6, which is pretty exciting, which means she's just very, very flexible. I put joints everywhere. Joints in the arms, legs, hands, feet, neck, and waist. I couldn't even figure out where to put more joints. I just stuck them in places.
On the tail?
Does she have a tail?
No, Hello
She's a
Kitty
cat,
doesn't. Hello
isn't she?
Kitty does not have a tail.
Yeah. Hello
Okay,
Kitty
but it's
doesn't
not Hello Kitty.
Hello
Yeah.
Kitty doesn't have a tail. This is My Little Kitty.
My Little Kitty might have a tail. You don't know, though. She's
Yeah.
wearing a dress. Which brings us to the cool. A cool of 3, so like average cool. Did I mention she's a black cat?
Noise.
She's a black cat, but she has a purple bow, a purple dress, and a pink bracelet. She has a fun of 4, so, kind of fun. She's got a voice box. I used 2 points to get her some sweet roller skates, and she has a backpack. Her original price is $15, and her flaw is noisy. So I decided that her voice box sometimes malfunctions and says, "I love skating."
Oh my god, that was so
Love
good.
so much. I want this toy for myself.
Right?
Heck yeah.
Three very good toys, 3 very diverse toys, I would say. So which kid would your toy want to play with? Now, obviously this is up to them a lot, but you are programmed to kind of encourage play. Ravi is an 8-year-old boy, and Emma is a 4-year-old girl. You kind of observe that, like, Emma likes characterizing her toys for, like dramatic play, like playing house, or make the toys do adventures and battles, and likes building things, both, like, literally and metaphorically. But Ravi's, like, right on the cusp of, like, kind of growing out of that kind of play, and it's sort of moving more into playing with toys in, like, a straightforward way, like, in the way they're intended to be played with.
I think Emma would want to play with my little kitty, because it sounds like, I mean, my little kitty, she doesn't do a lot. She doesn't have a lot of cool things. I mean, she's got the roller skates, I guess, but I think you need a lot of imagination to play with her. So I think maybe Emma.
Yeah, that's kind of tough because she's maybe like younger than I think Serpentina would be designed for. But at the same time, well, you know, when I was a kid, I liked all sorts of toys, but I gravitated more toward like toys that were for girls, right? And maybe Emma is the same way, but I don't know. Princess Gorgana / Serpentina has a lot of stuff you could use imagination with, but you could also play with her in the way that she's intended. I think that me as a toy, I would like Ravi. Sorry, not Roy. Ravi, I think I would like more.
Well, Roy's his last name, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
I was getting that messed up.
I guess I never said it out loud. Ravi Roy is maybe not a great name.
Hey, sometimes parents don't think about that before.
See,
I'm a teacher, so I know.
I named Janiyah Roy first, and I was like, and her kids are named Ravi and Emma.
Yeah, when I saw that his name was Ravi, I was like, is it Ravi Roy?
Well, why didn't you say anything?
Well, because I didn't want to question you, because that's rude.
Why is this the thing you don't question me on?
I don't know, Ben. So I pick my battles a lot. You just don't know about it.
I think if Ravi had a really cool middle name, like if his name was Ravi Roger Roy.
Oh my gosh.
It's Robert, so he's Ravi Rob Roy.
Oh my gosh, he's got our initials though, RR Ravi Roy.
Oh.
We must protect him at all costs.
Alex, who do you think your person your toy would be gravitated towards?
Deitysaurus Flex is a sophisticated toy that encourages imaginative play and structured debates.
Is this your Macho Man?
I don't know, but this is what I'm going
Oh God,
with.
is this going to be another Mario voice, Alex? Are you not going to be able to get out of this?
No, that's so good.
This
That's
is
not
where I
Mario.
live now.
No, but I mean, like, is it going to be like that, where he's trapped in it forever?
This is who I am.
Well, you didn't really answer
For
the
the
question.
next hour.
That's right. I'm like a teacup poised on the verge of greatness.
So both, I guess.
I'm jello like the mellow.
All right.
These are all my voice box programmed catchphrases.
Why would a kaiju say I'm jello like the mellow?
Because I'm Deitysaurus Flex, and that's what I do.
You have to give me an answer though. This is actually kind of important.
I choose to go my own way.
That's not an answer.
Let's go with the other one.
It's not.
The first option.
Okay. All right. So we got 2 for Emma and 1 for Ravi. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys play. Maybe Emma kind of makes it out like My Little Kitty is like she's a singer, like she's famous or something. Like you're a pop star, but maybe you're also like a superhero or something.
Superhero pop star.
And like how would Flex work with that? Like what could he be in that like scenario, in that vision?
Lift for justice. Soar like the butterflies of old.
Alex.
Someone else can also answer if they'd like. 4 hours.
Maybe he's like the horsey.
The horsey.
I will be your noble steed. Climb upon my haunch.
This is fun. It is unfortunately also how you lose your arm.
Oh no, my arm, my lifting arm.
But you're not that concerned because you know that once playtime is done, all you need to know is take your arm to the charging station and it will be reattached. But not quite.
That's right. The deity blessed me with 2 arms so that I might flex. One at a time.
Do you have these written down? Like,
No, I'm just coming above the dome.
okay.
Alex, you're so good at this.
Okay.
I wish that was true.
So, also, Ravi plays with Serpentina. Serpentina, right? Yes.
Serpentina. Slash Battle Princess Gorgana.
See, that's the one I remembered is the thing. And like he really enjoys it. He kind of gets into your actual like backstory and stuff. There are some other toys that are sort of some soldier toys. They're called the did not write it down. I wrote down Chip Hazard's name. Commando Elite. That's what they're called in the movie. The Chip Hazard and the Commando Elite, which are like just like generic like G.I. Joe-esque toys. But they have like a lot of weapon accessories and stuff. And he kind of like plays with them, like battling. It's especially fun because since you're like smart toys, you'll actually do some of this stuff yourself. And like he doesn't have to oppose you all the time. You kind of like work with him. And you have a lot of fun with Ravi. They play for about 3 hours and then it's time for them to go to bed. So they leave you in the playroom and they go to bed. Can everyone see the little map that I've dropped into the Soundstage 1 text channel?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That is just a map that I made up of the playroom. You may go to other parts of the house. I just don't have them mapped out. If you go to other parts of the house, I'll drop like a picture or something to give you like a mental image, but we'll make that a little more loosey-goosey. Please remember that the audience cannot see this. So if you're wanting to go somewhere, describe it to them.
Can you give us a general description of the playroom for the audience?
That is a good idea.
That's a great idea.
So it's like a 20-foot by 20-foot room, which I think is probably huge. There's a day bed in the southwest corner. There are windows on the west wall. There's also on the south wall, there's a coloring and drawing table and a play kitchen. There's a big rug in the middle, and it's got something on it, like railroads or roads or something. What's on it? What's on the play rug?
It's got one of those contraptions with all the beads on it, with the tubes, and you slide them around like in a dentist office.
No. I mean, like, what's printed on the rug? We can't have that, though.
Cars, roads.
Cars and roads?
Yeah,
Okay.
one of those like one of those little Happy Town things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like cars and roads. I know it doesn't look like that in the picture, but it is. And on top of that, it's just like a little table with some chairs. To the northwest is a pup tent, which is not a tent for puppies. It's just a little tent for kids. To the north is like a toy castle. It's big and fancy because Jania's kind of rich because she's a project lead in a major tech corporation. And then finally at the northwest part of the room, there is a 2-level loft with a ladder up to the top. Underneath is where a lot of the toys themselves are stored that aren't smart toys. And just their other playroom stuff. There's like cubbies over there and some shelves and cabinets. And then the upper level is like a reading nook. It's got a couple of bean bags and a little chair and a bookcase with books in it. And then on the east wall, kind of on the southeast of the room, on the east wall is the door to this room.
Now, Ben, I'm noticing that there's no TV in this room. Is there a TV in the house?
Oh, yeah.
That children are allowed to watch?
Yeah.
Okay, I just needed to know what kind of children these were. If they were TV-less children, gives a different vibe for me.
I think I decided that like Jania might see like I'm sure someone's got video games. They're just not in here because this is like more of a rumpusy thing, and I think she thought they'd get busted.
Yeah, I bet she's rich, so maybe she has like a home theater room.
Yeah.
Like a room just dedicated, like a whole TV room.
Definitely the rest of the house sort of exists in your nebulous imaginations, okay? So maybe that's there, yeah. But yeah. There's just not one in here. Maybe somewhere like on a shelf or something, there's like a radio or like speaker something for music or something. But no TVs.
What year is this?
This is present day.
Okay.
Oh. Why would there... Okay.
Go ahead. Question me. Stop pulling your punches. Stop choosing your battles.
I just... Like, present day kids they're not going to have like a handheld radio.
I mean, it's just speakers that you can like stick an iPod in or something, or your phone in or something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're lucky.
Just like
that
Bluetooth
they don't have
speakers.
Like a nanny cam in here. Then they might see us moving around by ourselves, getting into all sorts of trouble.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, I think they don't
galore.
feel like they need to do that. Janaya and her wife, whom I just picked her name from a name generator. What was her name?
Apricot.
You know what? Apricot's better because Apricot Roy sounds better than what I had, I think. Oh yeah, it was Rachel, and I was like, and
Was it Rihanna?
Rachel
Rihanna
Roy.
Roy?
which is another.
What is wrong with you, Ben?
You've played for about 3 hours, and then it's time for the kids to go to bed, and they've left the room. Your programming tells you that this is when the playtime is stopped, it's a good time to go get charged and, if necessary, repaired at this charging station that is currently in the pup tent.
Thank you, internal programming.
Deitysaurus Flex picks up his arm. Time to get reassembled. And he marches off to the charging station.
Hey, wait for me. I want to come too.
Hop upon my spines, young one.
Okay.
We go for a ride.
Hooray.
Oh, to be young again. I'm putting my outfit back on the right way around. Getting ready for another day of play.
As you approach this charging station, you hear a voice from behind it. Say, well, hello there. And a tall toy stands up from behind the charging station. I have not, let me pause. I've not actually got a good idea in my head of what this thing looks like, but it's square. It's a few inches off tall. It's got ports on, like a port on it and some other, it's just a box really. All the stuff, all the guts have the stuff inside, so it's sort of a mysterious contraption. But anyway, a tall toy stands up from behind the charging station. He looks like a tall man with a nice black suit on and a beard and a tall hat. He's kind of like
is it Abraham Lincoln?
It's kind of like a larger action figure, like Turbo Man size from Jingle All the Way, or like the original G.I. Joe was, not the 80s figures. And he kind of adjusts his suit and he stands tall and he says, "Pleased to meet you. I'm Heartland History Pals Abraham Lincoln, the President of the United States. What can I do for you folks?"
Well, if it ain't Stinkin Lincoln back to learn us some teachings.
We're getting charged.
Whoa there, friend. And he kind of like swings his legs to the top like a gymnast and like lands on, so he's like standing in front of it and he's like between you and the station. And he says, you gotta sign up first. There's a lot of toys and only one of these Gugas. Gotta keep this organized, you know. This is a precious resource and someone's gotta keep it regulated.
MLK, Deitysaurus, is this one of Emma's new toys? What's going on here?
I have no idea.
Oh, sorry. You gotta sign up for the army, of course. There's a war on, don't you know?
The what? No?
No.
What?
You two are part of Emma's army, right? Just gotta hear it from you. Make sure you understand that this is a precious resource and we've gotta fight for it. Don't let the enemy get close. And he like side eyes at Serpentina. and then puts his gaze back to you.
No, Serpentina's our friend.
Yeah, why can't we all just use the charging station? Oh no, Mario.
Oh no, Mario.
Get out of here. Ah!
Get out of here, Mario.
Yeah, don't we all get to use the charging station, Lincoln Stinkin?
Well, you two certainly do. I saw you playing with old Emma over there.
And me? I'm going to go get charged like I do every night.
Maybe you do this slightly aggressively, and like as you do it, he kind of like claps his hands together because he can't snap his fingers. He doesn't have that much articulation, and you see these like the commando elite soldiers like come out from behind him, and you're like vastly outnumbered. And then even they all look like really menacing. Like they seem to be enjoying their role as enforcers. And then even from behind him, there's a couple of other toys. You see some other toys that you've seen while you were playing, and maybe were even played with. There are the Myglosaurs, which are pastel-colored dinosaurs that have these distinctive symbols on their bodies that light up when they successfully teach a child their extremely simplified lesson. There are some, like, Barbie-like dolls that are nearby, including, like, a Ken-like doll and a little girl, like her little sister.
Kelly.
Well, I think she has more than one sister. I'm thinking of
she does.
I think I'm Skipper. You also see, like, this, like, extremely lazily designed, but still kind of cool anime-style hero, like, standing off in the shadows. He kind of looks like a spiky-haired, androgynous person wearing Piccolo's outfit and cape, and he has this big, flat, black sword. And you're, like, extremely, extremely outnumbered here. But, like, everyone that isn't the soldiers looks a little, like, ashamed of themselves.
So the soldiers look menacing, but everyone else is just kind of standing around like,
And you said earlier that the soldiers were Ravi's, right? Like,
Oh.
Ravi played with them?
Oh, anyone that wants to re-enlist, they can prove their worth. He like gestures over to like this one corner of the pub tent, and you can see that there's like several like broken toys over there, and he says, "You just gotta show your loyalty."
And the broken toys, how are they doing over there?
Oh, they are beyond repair. They will never work again.
oh, they're broken.
And they're the smart toys. They're not just like regular toys.
Maybe we don't need to charge tonight.
You only have 3 hours left until your battery runs out forever, and you can never be charged again. You will be broken
Well,
forever.
actually, maybe we should. I just changed my mind.
Listen, bub, we gotta charge just like everyone else.
I completely agree. All you gotta do is bring me back a broken toy from one of those Ravi traders, and we're all square. Like, my Commando Elites here. They've become the stars of Emma's army. Anyone can join.
Oh, wait, what? That's what we're supposed to do? We're supposed to go break other toys?
Actually, you two don't have to, because you're already in the army.
I gotta think about that. I can't just go breaking Ravi's toys.
They're good toys.
No, listen, you two, go on in, get yourself juiced up. I'm gonna go take a look around out there.
No, I want to come too. Yeah.
And as MLK's normal steed, I must join her. I don't know where my voice is going right now. It's going on a journey.
Also, every time you call him MLK, I'm like, what? Oh, right.
My little kitty.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just
kitty.
nickname them Kitty.
Kitty. All right, Kitty, let's go.
Thank you.
Well, it's your funeral, I guess.
Wait, what? Why?
I mean, enjoy the time you got left, I suppose.
Oh, we'll be back. We'll be back.
I And there's a creepy doll that always follows you. It's got a ruined eye, it's always open. And there's a creepy doll that always follows you. It's got a pretty mouth to swallow you whole.
I don't like that. I could take him. The one in the suit, easily. But there are too many of those soldiers in there. And the rest of the toys didn't look very happy.
Mayhaps Deitysaurus Flex could bend them to our side with my flex.
That's what I'm thinking. If we could get some of the other toys that are out here and bring out an army of our own.
Yeah, and maybe we can convince some of them to turncoat. And then maybe we won't even have to fight. Maybe we'll just win in sheer numbers and they'll just give up and we'll all live happily ever after.
Deitysaurus Flex likes this plan.
Yeah, but I'm not liking the look of those soldiers back there. We should watch our backs.
Oh yeah.
Let's head down to the play kitchen. I'm really needing some play coffee.
Okay, I want some play eggs.
To the kitchen.
Okay, you go down there and you see two of the my glowsaurs there. I've not figured out a good way to say that. It's like dinosaurs, but it's my glowsaurs. It was the best I could come up with.
My glowsaurs.
Which are just like My Little Pony or like Care Bears knockoff things, but they're like pastel colored dinosaurs with these little like cutie marks on their legs. One of them is a Triceratops who has a like glowing green stalk of broccoli on their leg. And the other one is a Stegosaurus that has like an icon of like holding hands on their back leg. And one of them is like pink, and one of them is like, now, we'll say one of them's like purple, and one of them's like kind of a whitish color with some like pink, though like pink spines. That's what the Stegosaurus is.
Hello, my fellow lizard brethren.
They get extremely startled when you talk. They're like, oh, hi, you're just a toy.
Fear not, Deitysaurus Flex is not your enemy.
One of them, the Triceratops, kind of goes, and she goes, well, hi. The Triceratops says, hi, I'm Try New Things Ceratops. I try to get kids to try new things. And this is my friend Legopasaurus, a Stegosaurus who teaches kids to help one another.
One of you got the short end of the stick in naming conventions.
And the long neck of justice.
Well, neither one of them have long necks.
That's right. It was me, Deitysaurus Flex. The longest neck.
Wait, which one of them is the short end of the stick? Which one of them is bad and which one of them is good?
I'll never say.
Okay.
My name is Serpentina. It's a great name.
Vote on your phones now. Text your vote to 566-567-6556-766-556.
That's too many numbers.
Well, I hope so. I did not need that to be a real phone number that people can text stuff to. So they've introduced themselves.
Hi, I'm My Little Kitty. And I love skating.
That was very loud.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
It happens sometimes.
have you guys tried to get charged? Says the I don't know. I have the same voice and the same personality for both of these, I guess.
They had a limited voice actor range for this product line.
Yeah, we all have Randall Boggins' voice.
Randall Boggins, the deity of the dinosaurs.
Oh, did he do your voice too?
No.
Yeah,
My voice was done by Philip
Okay,
Lancaster.
all right. Well, he's good too.
We just came from the charging station. Take it that you did too? You saw what's going on down there?
Yeah, well, yeah, and the thing is, we did play with Emma. Well, I played with Emma. It says, try new things, Ceratops. It says, but Legopasaurus here played with Ravi, and they want him to go bust up a toy. And like, I don't know, I don't want to sign up for some army to keep doing that. and I don't want him to have to bust up a toy to go get shards, so we don't know what to do.
I'm going to be the first to say it. There's something wrong with Abraham Lincoln.
We think so, too. I don't know who that guy is. He says he's a president of something, but I don't know what that means. But, like, if he's a president of something, he's not a very good president. Like, that's no way to organize anything. And, like, there's no reason to even have a regulation of that, the thing that you charge in seconds.
Yeah, I think he's broken.
I think so too. There's something wrong.
Well, that may be, but what can we do about it?
We're going to form an army and take it back by force.
Or maybe they'll just see that we don't want to do it and they'll give it to us. I don't know.
I think we're going to have to fight. And I don't have a problem with that, but you need to make sure the two of you are on board as well. I'm not talking about breaking toys, just knocking a few heads together.
They look at each other and they look back at you and they say, "You want us to be in your army?
Don't you want to try new things?"
Try new things. Ceratops is like, "Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do."
And it'll give us a leg up on the competition.
Yeah, when he hears, when Legosaurus hears that, he's like, "Oh, I do want to do that. I do want to do that." And they're like, "Okay, well, we're pretty durable. We're supposed to be, Legosaurus says this. He says, we're supposed to be used by, little kids, so we're pretty durable, but, like, you see, we don't have we just got legs, and we don't have hands, we have no accessories, but maybe we can help."
I think right now it's really a numbers game. They had way more toys in there, but if we can show that we have a strong force, that we don't care about Ravi's team or Emma's team, we just care about the toys, more people will join our side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen any other toys lying about?
Oh, they're all over the place. We saw some in the castle. I think there's some up in the reading loft. All over the place, really.
Cool.
Well,
Do you want to come with us?
Yeah, we should get a fort. A headquarters.
Yeah, or maybe we could all figure out a place to go, like we're again, we're not super flexible, so getting up into places may be hard for us. And then they look at Flex and they're like, "Not that it seems to be stopping you."
Yeah, nothing stops me. Except me.
But maybe we could build some sort of rally point somewhere?
Battle Princess Gorgana points at the castle across the room.
100%.
Makes sense to me.
I've always wanted to rule that castle.
You're at me again, I nod and pretend to think it through. I don't need to think at all if I don't care for you. It's not an emergency for me. I look at the walls and they go clear. Cover my eyes and disappear. I got a new heart, I got a new heart, I got a new heart, I got a new artificial heart. It's not a real heart, it's not a real heart, it's not a real heart, it is a real artificial heart.
Come and join the adventure with the Game Night Heroes. Game Master Kevin tells exciting and immersive stories with a rotating cast of players brought from all corners of the internet. Streamers, roleplayers, dungeon masters, and players alike. Join the round table as the tale unfolds. We are the Game Night Heroes, and you can be too. Episodes come out every Tuesday. Find more information at GameNightHeroes.com. We'll see you out there.